Salam everyone. Today I would like to address a claim made by some non-Muslims that the Quran has made a historical error in regards to the identity of Mary. This is because when you open the Bible talks about two Marys: the Virgin Mary, the mother of Jesus, and Mary, the sister of Moses and Aaron, who are also the children of Imran. But when you open the Quran talks about only one Mary, the Virgin Mary, and that this Virgin Mary is the daughter of Imran, like in Surah 3, and that this Virgin Mary has been called sister of Aaron in Surah 19. So according to these non-Muslims, the Quran has confused the two biblical Marys into one in the Quran. So let's address this claim and see if it holds. In Surah 19 verse 26, we see the Virgin Mary is carrying baby Jesus to her community. And when her community saw her, they said, Ya Ukhta Harun, O sister of Aaron. Now, this really shouldn't be a point of debate because we all know being called a brother or a sister, akh or ukht, does not necessitate that this person is a sibling. Being called a brother or a sister indicates or signifies having a commonality with that person. It doesn't necessarily mean you are a sibling of that person. And the Quran actually demonstrates this. Like in Surah 2 verse 220, it says, if you mix your property with the orphan's property, then the orphan becomes your brethren. Okay? And I'm sure the Bible does the same thing. So, being called Ukhta Harun does not necessarily mean that she is a sibling of Aaron, but rather sharing a commonality with Aaron. To reinforce this, the Quran narrates for us the story of baby Moses when he was thrown into the river and how his sister was overlooking him. The Quran narrates this story 2 times for us, talks about Moses' sister 2 times, but never mentions the name of Moses' sister. It just calls her sister of Moses. Never once does the Quran say that Mary is the sister of Moses. In other words, if the Quran truly confused the identity of Mary as they claim, then the Quran would have also said that Mary is the sister of Moses, but it never does. So, the fact that in Surah 19 verse 26, it says that her community, Mary's community, called her Ukhta Harun, indicates that they are referring to having a commonality with Aaron. Now, the Bible also says that Moses, Aaron, and their sister Mary are all children of Imran. Okay? But when you look in the Quran in Surah 3, it is the Virgin Mary that is the daughter of Imran. Here, the non-Muslim will tell you, see, the Quran made a mistake. And my response to this is that you are looking at it the wrong way. You see, one function of the Quran, like in Surah 5 verse 48, one function of the Quran is that it is here to correct some history, to correct some misconceptions. The Quran corrects the true identity of Jesus. The Quran corrects his crucifixion. The Quran corrects the miracles he performed by God's leave, and so forth. The same applies to Mary in this case. The Quran tells us that it is Imran who is the father of the Virgin Mary, not the other Mary as claimed in the Bible. What is interesting is that actually the Bible doesn't mention the names of the Virgin Mary's parents. It is blank on that. So what the Quran is doing here is actually correcting a misconception. It is Imran who is the father of the Virgin Mary, not the other Mary. As simple as that. So, to come back to the initial claim, does this claim hold? The answer is not at all. It's just that these folks are looking at it the wrong way, understanding it the wrong way. That is all. Wassalamu alaikum.